Hey, it's Nathan Williams with Crazy on Marketing. In this video, we're going to talk about how to add captions to your Facebook page videos. Now, if you're looking how to add captions to your Facebook video ads, link in the description. I have a different video on how to do it with your Facebook ads. This is for Facebook page video, so there is a slight difference. But anyway, the reason you might want to do this is because according to this study, 85% of Facebook video is watched without sound. So of course, if they don't have sound, they can't hear what you're saying in your video, well then they need to be able to read it. But if you don't have something to read, then they're not going to be able to watch your video basically because they can't hear it and they can't read it. So you probably want to have captions on your videos. Now, 85% sounds pretty high, but even if it's 25% of people don't watch videos with sound, well, that's still a large portion of people. So if you're trying to become big on videos on Facebook, you probably want to have captions so that way you include everybody. So that's what we're going to be talking about here. So here we are on a Facebook page, and you create a post just like normal, and so we could come up here, upload our video real quick, and let's say I want to go ahead and upload this video. So upload it just like normal, and you could go ahead and write something if you want to and everything. And then what we want to go ahead and do is click on publishing options here. So publishing options, and we see an option here for captions. So we'll come into captions, and there's two options here. We could go ahead and auto-generate captions. So basically, Facebook's going to do its best to create captions based off of what they think you're saying. So this is a pretty good option. We're going to go through both options here in just a minute, but I just want to kind of do an overview first. So this is a pretty good option, but you're going to have to double check what Facebook generates because there's going to be issues, but it's pretty good, and it's pretty easy to change whatever it is that they write. The other option is to upload a captions file, which is a SRT file, and I use a service. I use Rev to go ahead and generate this. It costs $1.25 per minute to do this, and typically I'll use Rev for any videos that are over 3 minutes in length, basically, because at a certain point, the amount of time you spend correcting the auto-generated captions, it's not worth it. Basically, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes of your time to edit 1 minute worth of video with this generate captions option. So if you're doing like a 3-minute video, well, it'll probably take you 9 to 15 minutes to make sure those captions look right. And so if you had like a 20-minute video, well, that could take you like an hour or hour and a half in order to edit the captions, and that might not be worth your time. It's probably a better use of your time just to spend $1.25 per minute for them to go create these captions. Now, a person actually does these captions for you, and they do a great job, like 99.9% accuracy. But if you do have like niche products or niche, and you have kind of weird words that they might not understand what you're saying, like you might have to go back in there and correct those. But for the most part, this is great. So that's just kind of my rule of thumb. Over 3 minutes, I go to Rev. Under 3 minutes, I just do it myself. So let's come in here and go through this process real quick. So let's say you did go through Rev and you got a SRT file. You just come in here, you hit upload, and you go ahead and select your SRT file, and we'll go ahead and hit open here, and I'll go ahead and add the captions to your video. And so just like that, I have captions added in my video. I could go ahead and save then and go ahead and post my video, and it'll have those captions on the video. Let me come back in here and do the other option. So we'll go to add captions. Let me delete out the SRT file, and now I'll go ahead and auto generate captions. So I'll flip this switch real quick, and now Facebook's going to automatically generate the captions for me on this video, and it presents another option here. So don't add captions until I review. So this, of course, is personal preference. Like if you want to trust Facebook's algorithm on generating your captions for you and just setting it live, then you go ahead and turn this off. But if you want to double check what the heck Facebook is adding to your video, you'd want to go ahead and turn this on, so that way you have the opportunity to go in there and edit your captions before the captions are added to the video. But this is personal preference. For the time being, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, and I'll go ahead and save it now. And then I'll go ahead and create my post by clicking post here. So there we go. And let me go ahead and refresh here, and then we'll scroll down and see if my video posted. So scroll on down here, and so here's my video. Now I can go in here and click these 3 dots right here, and I want to go with edit post. And you can also do this with, other video posts that you may have done, days, weeks, months, years ago if you want to. So if you want to go back in time and add captions to those videos, you can do that as well. So anyway, here we are inside of the edit video area, and we can go to captions here. So click into captions, and we basically have a lot of the same options that we previously had. So the auto generate captions, which I had turned on, and then I had turned off the don't add captions until I review option. We could go ahead and upload. So again, that's uploading your SRT file. And again, I use rev.com for that, $1.25 a minute. Alternatively, you could go ahead and write your captions from scratch if you want to. I found this to be kind of obnoxious though, and it's kind of laggy and probably not worth the time. My more recommendation is to auto-generate the captions and then go ahead and edit what Facebook generates for you. It's just a better use of time in my opinion. So I don't even know why you would write captions unless you really want to customize, what you're saying or something like that. But I never use this option at all. And then we have the added caption. So after a little bit, Facebook goes ahead and generates the captions, right? And then I could come in here and I could review the captions. So we'll do that now. So review. And so now I can go ahead and make updates and changes to the captions that Facebook automatically generated for me. Now, I'll be honest with you, I find this process a little glitchy, and that's why it takes you probably 3 to 5 minutes to update 1 minute worth of video, because it's just kind of cumbersome to use. And that's also why I use the rev.com for the longer videos, because I don't want to go through the hassle of going line by line and making changes and all that type of stuff. But anyway, we'll kind of go through it together here. So I can go ahead and of course play my video over here, and I can hear what it is saying. So there we go, it's playing, and then I can make sure over here my captions kind of make sense, right? And if I want to go ahead and change something, so like I want this capitalized, I can go ahead and capitalize it real quick. I can click to different segments of my video, so if I want to jump ahead to the 3 to 6 second mark, I can click there, or I can jump ahead to the different areas and then press play. The Vault is a training platform that offers advanced yet. So I can kind of listen to it and make the changes over here if I want to do that. Let's say that, I have, the Vault is the name of my program, and it's, 2 different captions basically. So I want to have, the Vault together on one caption. So maybe I change this right here. So, and then move this down to the Vault. And then I might have to go ahead and adjust my time to make sure that it lines up. So I can go ahead and adjust time. And we see that's a little glitchy right here, so that's kind of convenient, but we can go ahead and kind of play with it. Maybe it should be exactly 10 seconds. We'll go ahead and hit adjust. And so that's adjusted my time, but it looks like it brought it down to 0, so that's kind of not cool. Yeah, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's kind of glitchy. So it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes to get it right, and oftentimes it's better just to edit what they already have instead of trying to adjust the time and all that type of stuff. You could also steer through it by clicking the down arrows and the up arrows over here. So you can kind of navigate through your different captions using ups and down arrows. And once you're all happy and everything, of course, you come down here and you hit save, and it'll go ahead and save those captions to your video. And of course, if you want to come back in and edit them, you can, or you can click these 3 dots and download your caption file, and maybe you want to edit it in a text editor or something like that. You can do that as well. And once you're completely happy, you just hit save again, and voila, just like that, your captions are now on your video. And so even when people don't have sound on the video, they can read what you're saying and, kind of consume your video content. And that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, I appreciate sorts of likes, comments, subscribes. Have a great rest of the day.